Hello everyone, this is M with Neural Mapping, here to play a video game? We used to do that a long time ago. Friends of the network will know. And it's been a long time since I've done anything like that. And I was thinking, maybe it's time to do so again. Uh, Thanks to our friend Dia, who has been Let's Playing, getting me back in the mood to play myself. And to my friends Molly and Nora, who have a podcast on our network called Journal Updated. And they're going to play Dishonored to Death the Outsider very soon. I've played Dishonored for Neural Mapping way back in the day. I played Dishonored 2 on my own time a couple years back. And now it's time to play this one. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and hit campaign. Original Game Plus. We don't have Dishonored 2 installed. We're going to play new game. I've never played this before. Hard. I think we're just gonna do medium. I think that's fine. I think we're a medium person in a medium world. There's a thing on. Here we go. Oh goodness. Pressed any
My
key.
name is Billy Lurk.
Dropped my phone on my keyboard.
People who remember. For years, I stayed hidden. Captain of a ship called the Dreadful Whale. I was a smuggler, fence, and maybe traitor, depending on who you ask. Our names are always overshadowed by the words whispered after them. If you hide from the world long enough, eventually nobody remembers you. Then you're alone, living with your choices. But I could never forget the man who pulled me up from nothing. Dowd, the Knife of Dunwall.
I remember him.
A name called
I
out
played
by
as
the
him.
desperate or the dying. The assassin who ended one empress and saved another. Shame burns inside you for a long time. When I betrayed Dowd, he let me live. I left Dunwall and my own name behind. For years, I wondered if I was worth forgiving. For years, I laughed at myself for even wanting a killer's forgiveness. Sometimes mercy cuts deeper than any knife. Now I know that forgiving is something you do for yourself as much as for the people who hurt you. I know Dowd is in Karnaca, and I'm going to find him. Every night for weeks, the same terrifying dream. A street fight, my arm dead and lying in the gutter, my eye gouged out by a Grand Guard sword. But when I wake up, they still hurt for hours. Gives me the creeps. This always brought me a little comfort. You stole this for me, didn't you, Deirdre? Now it's all I have left of you. Another relic from the old days. Still holds an edge, at least. That boxing club in the Albarca Baths is my last lead. Dowd has to be there.
Okay, we're playing on mouse and keyboard. My thing is set to just auto settings, but it feels a little framey. I don't know. Mouse is also very herky-jerky, which is unpleasant. We're gonna do our best. In the intervening time, I have a clickier keyboard, so if that makes noise, my apologies. Audio settings are up in the air. It's also hot. It's September, so press J to go to journal. Yep. It's also hot, so I have my fan on, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. Renowned natural philosopher and painter Anton Sokolov returned to Tivia this week after years of retirement in Karnaca. Sokolov, whose inventions and technological marvels are famed throughout the Isles, was greeted with the fanfare and panoply due a national hero. A parade in his honor culminated in a festival on Mastrov Square in Debokva, where Sokolov gave a brief speech announcing the establishment of his studio. When asked about his future plans, the inventor responded, "I've already done enough for several lifetimes." The inventor was overwhelmed by the infernal noise of the parade and left the celebration early. He gave no indication of whether or not his studio will accept apprentices. I vaguely remember
the old man made it up north. I was lucky to know him. I wonder what poor soul is dealing with him now.
But I'm not here to tell you that I'm gonna remember everything about,
Is this what you would have looked like, my sweet Deirdre?
Oops.
I would have died soon after you, if it hadn't been for Dowd.
I'm not going to pretend that I remember everything about Dishonored 2. Renovation projects in the Tower District are finally underway as the last funeral rites were performed by High Overseer Yul Kulan and the Brothers of the Faith who died in an attempt to retake Dunwall Tower from the now deposed usurper Delilah Copperspoon. The Abbey of the Everyman has spent the last several months consecrating and interring the remains of the fallen, while also removing dangerous and heretical objects from the Imperial Palace. That was the end of 2, I do remember that. With representatives from the Isles beside her, Empress Emery Caldwin issued a statement yesterday morning urging unity in the wake of this great tragedy. The Empire's strength is in its diversity of thought and action. Working together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. We are pleased to reassert our partnership with the sovereign nations of Morley, Serkonos, and Tivia for our mutual peace and prosperity. Following these proceedings, several Imperial proclamations have been issued with the aim to restore trading networks and communication across the Isles. Several large-scale public works have been announced, with architectural firms in Serkonos and Morley already competing for the commissions. Nothing stops the wheels of industry.
So, Her Imperial Highness is back on the throne.
Yeah, that's what it said.
If she knew what I was doing now, she'd probably try me for treason.
Okay, I wouldn't have blamed Emily for killing me then and there, bringing down an empress, and everything gets thrown into chaos. A lot of people got hurt. But it was worse than that, wasn't it? I helped kill her mother. That's 2 times I was spared, but at least I got to put it right. This is how Dodd feels. Dodd's dead, right? I don't actually remember. My dreams are getting worse too, stronger. Sometimes I stare at my right arm like it shouldn't be there, and my head hurts like I'm blinded by blood. I started to write it all down just to keep a handle on it. 2 weeks until I'm back in Karnaca, the longest 2 weeks of my life. If I even make it. The engine is rattling bad. My old self again. Felt good to say the name, even better to hear it. And now it's on every corner of Karnaca. Wanted, Billy Lurk. I've been sending out messages to my contacts in the city, following up on sightings and rumors, but nothing yet. I even listen to the rats. Sometimes they know things others don't. And their voices remind me so much of Deirdre. I found the old man's wanted poster in a trunk. Now I'm looking for Dodd just like all of Dunwall was years ago. Hope I have more luck than they did. A long shot. One last lead, an underground boxing club of all places. Dodd could be fighting there. Maybe another dead end, but I have to be sure. I tried to pump out the engine room, but no use. My ship's dead in the water. Megan Foster would have been furious, but I'm not. I've got other things to care about now. Okay. We've already looked at those, so don't need to look at those. Okay, Eyeless Hag stole my poor Milky. He's wise whalebone, riddled with disease. Find my Milky, please put him out of his misery and burn his remains. Save from this cursed Eyeless. Guess we'll take that. Show tutorial. I don't know what button that is off the top of my head. Contracts. Oh, right, okay. Industrial espionage. Those thugs at the Albarca make potions and bone charms upstairs. That liquor is vile, but it sells for a good coin, and we're losing punters to them by the day. Bring us the rat liquor recipe before our brewery goes out of business, and make sure to destroy their stock while you're at it. Put both these on? Yes, I can.
Burglary, spying, picking pockets. Dowd taught me more than just killing. It can keep me afloat. For now.
Okay. You might switch to controller just because I feel like this mouse look is terrible. Let's see if we can fix it. Options, gameplay, HUD. Yeah, that's all fine. Where's the part where you let me turn on? Oh, controls. View sensitivity. Yeah. See how that goes. Still feels so slow. One moment. Let me bend down and get my controller. I think it's just... I'll be ready to go. Oh yeah. God, that's much smoother. What the hell, Dishonored? Well, I guess that's what we're doing then. So much for that PC life. I assume that's Dowd. It's been a long time since I've talked to him. Like I said, don't even remember if he's alive or dead. Inspect.
I've been searching for months. I know you're here, Dowd. Somewhere. Everyone in Dunwall was afraid of him then, but not me. That club is run by a gang that call themselves the Eyeless. They claim to fight using black magic. If that's true, then Dowd might be involved.
2 raids by the Grand Guard occurred last night, resulting in few arrests and investigations. Continue into the activities of the gang known as the Eyeless. Both raids were conducted on derelict warehouses in the Campo Seta dockyards. Several shipments of whalebone were found at the scenes, along with many carved talismans familiar on sailing ships. These trinkets marked with strange insignias were collected along with various unidentified powders, noxious plants, and vials of unknown liquid. Though these items add credence to rumors of black magic being practiced by the Eyeless, the Grand Guard is not called for overseer support. Roving Vice Overseer Cardoza of the Abbey of the Everyman, when reached for comment, stressed the spiritual dangers of carved bone charms and, if found, bring them directly to your nearest Overseer outpost for inspection and disposal. He gave no further remarks on the Grand Guard's ongoing investigation. Okay. Notes about Albarca Baths. Went to see Old Madge again, traded some old whalebone and a bit of hair, not mine, for information. He's making charms for the Eyeless now. Good clients, pay regular. Left before Madge tried to pick my pocket. Some witches from the Royal Conservatory joined the Eyeless. Powerless now. None from the Brigmore days who would remember me, at least. No reason to think they'd look twice if I go in like anyone else. Are these people just messing around, or is there something I'm not seeing? I think I lost my pocket knife. Madge? Curse that old woman. Can't know if Dod's at the Arbaca Baths until I go check it out for myself. Last lead I've got. Okay.
Dowd's had the mark of the outsider in his hand for as long as I've known him. I've gone through every gang-infested slum asking after this, and no one would tell me a thing.
Okay. Megan, you must be pretty desperate if you're writing to me about this. Yeah, I saw him. He set up a meeting to buy some of those funny explosives that fell off the back of a carriage a few months ago. I waited for him, but he never showed up. Sorry, I can't be any more help. I haven't seen or heard from him since. Put me in a real bind. Isabel. Also, hey, you were kind not to mention it, but I didn't forget I still owe you that case of fig wine after what happened last time. Give me 2 more months. I swear I'll get it to you.
Karnaca is full of secrets. If I have any clues about where Dowd is, it's because he let me find them.
Fair enough, I guess. Terrible dreams, what? He's the strongest they've ever been. Feels like I'm really dying each time. I'll be in some alley in Karnaca, a sleeve of my coat soaked to the shoulder in blood, half blind, face split open like a river crust. Thieves waiting to check my head for gold teeth and grab a better pair of boots, or the Grand Guard, swords bloody, laughing as I die. A little different every time, but not by much. When I wake up, I look in the glass just to make sure my eye is where it was the night before. And who in the Isles has to check to make sure their own damn arm hasn't been hacked off in the night? Ridiculous. I'm running low on tobacco. With how much I've packed my pipe, the nights when I can't sleep. Don't know what I'll do when it's gone. It hurts to write. I tried to have a dreamless night by drinking some of that foul liquor Anton left behind, but the dream came anyway, and now my head hurts like I'd bashed against a wall. Sea's choppy this morning too. Just my luck. I'd been in some nasty spots in the past, but I never had to pinch my own face shut or watch my hand twitch in the street. So why do I keep dreaming it? Every time it feels more like a memory than anything else. And it's getting worse. I'll have the dream, the fingers on my right hand are stiff for hours in the morning, and I can barely tie a knot. My right eye will go blind without warning. Don't know what to do. If I tell anyone about it, they'll just think I'm drinking Anton's liquor every night. I'll throw the rest of that bottle overboard. Deirdre in my dreams. Last night I fell asleep holding the charm Deirdre gave me. I remember her picking some rich man's pocket for some coin or a watch, and instead she pulled out this thing, dead and humming. She bundled it up in a braid of her own hair and gave it to me for luck, but it wasn't luck that made the rat start talking. It was only after Deirdre lay dying that it started whispering her sweet voice to me. I dreamed her in patches, red hair peeping out of her baker boy hat, those sharp eyes, the quickest hands in Dunwall. We used to lie together, and the feeling of her fingertips across my skin would be the only thing in the world to me. I'd close my eyes and nothing else would matter. But in the dream, she looked at me like she'd been alone so long that she wouldn't even recognize me. I reached out, and my arm was gone, and I could barely see her through the blood and pain. So far away, and me half missing. That was an older wound that hurt this time. When I woke up, I was alone again. I don't know what I expected. I've been all alone on the ship for weeks. Nobody but me, and the rats that chew up the wires in the engine room, and then tell me with a laugh. Okay. Another one. Goodness. Dream again. I was the Grand Guard. I know this time. Light I couldn't handle, a misstep, a mistake, an eye cut open, and a sword arm lying in the street. Me, not even half myself, staggering through Karnaka, trying to tie off a tourniquet with my teeth. Pulling with all my strength as I feel each heartbeat shudder a little slower, a little weaker. When I woke up, my right arm was numb right up to my elbow, and my right eye stung as hard as the time Anton tried to cook hot peppers on the griddle in the galley. Like my mind's playing tricks on me. Takes me a while every morning to know what's real. Okay, Dearest Megan, what an intriguing message. Who's this then? Lover? Forgive me, but he doesn't really seem your type. But if you must, I heard a rumor a few months ago that some gentleman, that a man looking like that had been spied with these bizarre eyeless. I filed that piece of gossip away just in case it was important. Lucky you. When are you coming back here? Make it soon. We miss you. We have some of that tobacco you like stored away just in case you visit. Loving you always. Evie Kitterick. Billy, or Megan, or whatever you go by these days. I don't know anymore. It was easy to pretend we didn't know each other when you were Megan. We agreed to respect both our new lives and not dredge up bad memories. So what are you doing? Yeah, I saw him 2 years ago here in Karnaka. He even asked after you. I said I hadn't seen you since that night in the flooded district. I'm sure you know why I lied. He never stopped killing, you know. He's got the same old grudges. I just hope you're not one of them. T. Okay, that's everything. Thank God. Wordy ass opening to the video game. But I figured if I was gonna do it, I should read the things. Or nothing. Hello. Abandoned letter to the Empress. Your Imperial Highness, thank you for the gift, while your generosity is... To Empress Emery Caldwin. I don't want your coin. Lady Emily, I can't take your coin after what I did. I'm trying to find a way to make peace. Dear Emily, I wish to do mend vest, seal hatch, bullets, whiskey. Alright. Can we play the video game now? Billy does not jump very high.
This station hasn't been used for years. Hiding the dreadful whale wasn't easy, but it's safe so far.
I've been playing Destiny and Halo 2, so this jump feels positively anemic. It's fine. We'll get a blink, I assume. I don't actually know that much about this game. Other than, obviously, you're going to probably kill the outsider. Oops, that was a hole. You just gotta jump in the water? Is that what we're doing here? I don't like it. Well, here's something. Aha, aha. I'm hoping this goes well. This first episode is going to be shaky. I don't really know if my settings are correct, and my sound might be off, and it might just be a mess. And if that's the case, I'll muddle through, and we'll fix it next time. I'm not re-recording this because this is my job. This is for fun.
What can you tell me today?
Press X to hear the thoughts of rats. These little creatures whisper to one another, exchanging information. What is going on in the streets and basements from their point of view? Their mutterings are often cryptic, but sometimes they can give useful clues.
Little gutter friends.
The friend listens. The friend hears us. One of us. One of us. But ugly and big. Still friend. She fed us times. Tossed us beans and crumbs. Loud voices came. Metal flashed. More blood and floods on the floor. Our first feast. Wrap her up.
Not very useful. Must say. Not feeling the help of the rats. That looks very dangerous. I guess we're just gonna get in. We're gonna go to Albarca Baths. Hoping we get to sneak and stab in this first episode. This is all just talking through stuff. I'm gonna be a little disappointed. I would like to jump and blink and stab. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of playstyle. In Dishonored 1, I played Ghost. In Dishonored 2, I did like not low chaos, but no, I murdered people. I did kind of like just a moderate play. I liked it less, but for this, I don't know if I want to just be saving and resetting the entire time.
All right. The old Albarca baths shouldn't be far.
Carcofini. I like a drink. Like tooth health. I've been having a lot of dental work lately. I could use some of that.
It's not quite the old life, but it feels good.
Recidivist
I wonder
criminal.
if Dowd has seen these.
Okay. Breakable. Use your sword to destroy them. Right. Bedelia's journal. Second Earth. I tried the old incantations over the teeth and strings like before, but it didn't work. It always used to work. Is the magic really gone? Heard about a gang from one of my sisters. She said they do things like what we had together. I don't know where else to go. 27th Earth. The eyeless might be content with scratched up bones and rat liquor, but I'm not. I tasted the dark waters of the void with my sisters. I know what it feels like to turn the things you hate to ash, to watch bright flowers bloom from the cinders. These people don't know real magic. 7th Nets. Think I found a way. If I can snatch one of the stray hounds off the street and steal some cracked carved whalebone, I might be able to get back a glimmer of my power. I know what words to speak over it. I just hope the outsider listens. 10th Nets. I used to raise dead hounds from the earth and stalk shadows and tear at my enemies to pieces. And now, I watched life run out of this wretched creature. Its heart shuddered and stopped, and I felt nothing. Just pity. It's gone. Found? Okay. Bunch of words. Taxes, 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 taxes. See you in the void, suckers. Wow. Okay. Video games. Alright, I'm still kind of getting my bearings a little. I think we'll be fine. Play the tutorial video. Let's see what this is. Yes, don't be seen. Crouch down. Sneak up. Right trigger. Oh, it doesn't even tell you to be stealthy. You just stab those fools. Oh, there we go. We can just choke them if we so desire. Okay, if you got spotted, you can do it real fast. That's cool. Oh, yeah, right there. Boom, right in the chest. I think we're gonna go for ghost, but lethal. But we're not gonna be like real tight about it. Detect, yeah, look around, investigate, detect, yeah. This is self-explanatory, I think. Does Billy not get a blink? The Y lets you lean. Yeah, we're just gonna assassinate this guy. Boom. Bye. There's bottles. I have a... Yeah, that's like my electric. Whoop, up, up. I just wanted to... How do I do my heart? Oh. So hoping I had like the heart thing that I had in Dishonored 1 and 2, where it would show me stuff on the map, but maybe not. Okay, LB is quick access wheel. My health elixir is top left corner. Oh, yeah, I have 4 of those. All right. I'm good about all that. Right trigger attack with sword, hand gadget, sheath your weapons.
We saw our orders. Captain says to find out what the eyeless gang's doing inside the Outbark.
I know what they're doing. That place reeks of black magic. You see the people who went in there? Go after them and they'll curse your cod with pus blisters, if you're lucky.
Ah, you and your superstitions. Don't believe all that hocus-pocus crap. A gang's a gang. You should worry more about a knife in the back than some curse.
If you say so. But let's still wait for the reinforcements. I'm bored.
Whoops. Well, I totally messed that one up. Hold right bumper to block. Oh, I can loot. Nope. Lieutenant, I received reports of illegal activity at the old Alberca Baths, and I suspect the Eyeless gang is involved. It'd be our chance to finally strike a blow against these degenerate rat eaters. I want you to scout the area with your squad and gather as much information as you can before then, but don't take any risks. The Dockyard District will send reinforcements for a raid momentarily. I don't need you. I'll take that. We'll take gun. Oops. Okay. Carriage Station, Albarca Baths. Not a very big place, because this is the first area of the game. Kind of looking around. Bone charm nearby. Hello.
I've heard a few things about the Eyeless. Some of it's strange. None of it good.
Okay, bone charms. Oh, it's over. No, I thought that might be it. Bone charm nearby. I don't want to run away if it's over here. We'll keep going. I think it's... My guess would be that it's nearby here. Clear away. Detection isn't the end, even if you're spotted by enemies. Various options are available to you. Kill them, defeat them non-lethally, escape, use power, gadgets, trickery to creatively overcome the situation.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
For anybody looking... Apartment key? Rude. I was hoping the bone charm would be here. But no.
Rubbed it on and lost all feeling from the neck down for a fortnight. Numb as a dead cat.
Are you coming tonight?
Oh, I'm a little weirded out there wasn't there. Makes you think that it's... Oh. Electrical burst. Yeah, it must be actually down here. Under the stairs? No.
Looking blood and demon's fingers, taste of terror, of cheers, treason. She cut
Okay, well, guess we'll worry about that later.
Ruins the neighborhood, that's what it does. A body don't feel safe anymore.
Fishy happening in there. Strange people coming and going in all hours.
Yeah.
I'm not drunk enough to have a conversation.
Okay. Fair enough, lady. But you know what? I bet it's down here. I bet this is the other side of that. We're just gonna have to fight these dogs, I guess. Whoops. I didn't even think about dogs. Okay, hold and release. Oh, look at that. Cool. Some money.
Maybe I should have a look.
Whispers from the Void. Oh no. Treatise on the physical existence of that foreign realm. Excerpt. The Abbey of the Everyman condemns any continued study into the void in its existence. But consider, if you will, the whales hauled daily into Dunwall's great slaughterhouses. Are they more or less frightening when dangled from a butcher's hook? Is the thing rendered more mysterious, more dangerous, and more powerful when it has been dissected, studied, and categorized? No, I say. Natural philosophy may yet banish all uncertainties from the world and bring all that is feared beneath our knowing gaze. It is true I am not a religious man, but one must respect the Abbey of the Everyman and for its continued moral guidance in our great empire. Surely even the High Overseer himself would agree that though thorough investigation of the void would yield knowledge which would be used towards the better protection against its malignancies. We would be able to subject the void to scrutiny rather than be subjected to its insidious influences. Everything that is known can be brought into its natural order of the world. If the Abbey would allow it, I am sure we may one day traverse the void safely. We may yet be free of the outsider's whispers, if such a creature exists.
I don't think it's supposed to fester like that. A little pus is all.
Bone charm? But I don't see it. It's so very frustrating. I would like the bone charm. I feel very foolish not being able to find the bone charm. Bet it's up there. Bet it's up there. Oh, why did I fall? Billy. There we go. Here it is. Bone Charm. These give us traits. New abilities. Corrupt and Black Bone Charms are rare and more powerful, offering more exotic traits. Corrupt Bone Charms are unstable, possess negative traits. Foresight, I don't have that. Buy them. These are like
Gimmick.
talents or whatever.
But if they really do use magic, then I need to check it out.
They're cool. Type. We'll be rich. Excerpt from a journal. We've been here just a month and I keep making coin hand over fist. The dream come true. Sure, it costs to keep that suppressor running, but it's paid for itself 10 times over. Everyone wants to try to fight the brute. All the new folks coming in because they heard we can do a bit of magic, thinking they're the one who will break the brute's record. Ha! They'll pay for it in coin and teeth. Better them than me. I could kiss the one who led us here into that magnificent bastard. Okay, seems like they're Black Magic Brute, Chain of the Reaper. Stout William. I'm rooting for Stout William. The Cutter. All artifacts of Bone Charms will be disclosed. No forfeit until first blood. Last brawler standing upright wins. Prize 1 Bone Charm of powerful effect. Is that the one I just took? Can I... Bone Charms. Equip. Hot Cocktail. Exploding bottles inflict damage over a wider area. Sure, I don't really care about that one, but I'll take it for now. Apartment key. Doing good on everything. Like the salts, it's worth money. there's a actual thing here. Run on grapes. Big wine. Gonna drop it. The part where the this is not clearly displayed. Bummer. 451. Haha. Thanks. I have played a video game before. Okay. Oh, we should put that away. We're in chill zone. This is the chill zone. Hi. You want to talk to me? All right. You want to talk to me, sir?
I used to train on red sharks after hanging them to dry over at the Santiago fisheries. I'm a professional now.
He's a professional now. Subtitles can't be any bigger. I record in
Someone there.
Yes, hello.
You'll need bone charms or potions or something if you plan on fighting tonight.
Okay. I record it at 900p because I like to have it windowed and I have a 1080 monitor. So these will go up at 720, no higher than that. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm not buying a bigger monitor. I like being able to see that my thing's still recording because I don't want to lose anything.
I told her it was a little touch,
She
but they don't want to listen.
got a pouch that I would like to
Next time,
steal.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I'd love to steal. Save game. Is there a quick save button? Options. Let's look at our controls. Gamepad. Control scheme. No. Sure. That went pretty well. See you in the void, suckers. Eel or jellied eels. I've never had. I like eel. I don't need this.
I'm not drunk enough to have a conversation.
Well, excuse me. Door's blocked.
It's locked. That area's private, get it? But I can let you in for, say, 100 coin.
500 coin?
Her face when I told her she was going to die soon. That's what the tea leaves said. Not my fault.
Let's pay.
Hey, open the door!
Ambergris?
Stay out of sight in there. If you're spotted, we never met. Got it?
Another 20 bottles,
I
she
was
says.
pretty sure I took
By
it with
midnight,
me.
she says, ha! All I do anymore is brew potions for her. High and mighty is me.
Only at the Spectre Club. I wonder if that's a private club for Eyeless members.
You missed your chance. What a shame.
Die, but you're going first.
You know what? That's what loading's for. Love a video game.
And when am I supposed to catch the rats to make the liquor?
I got my entire coins back.
Liquor, huh? You ever think about that, Miss Lee? Where did I put that? Only a few rats left.
Only at the Spectre Club. I wonder if that's a private club for Eyeless members.
I really wish I'd blink. Yeah, we're just gonna knock him out. Okay. Anything good? Plagued spirit. Yeah.
Outsider's eyes. Dowd. They're making him fight. I have to get him out of there.
Dowd's still alive.
Trapped like a hound in the pits. Hoping your masters will throw you a bone charm.
I once knew a kid who said his bone charm would make bullets bounce off his skin. He shot himself in the stomach and died a day later.
Okay, don't know what we did right, but we crafted a mighty powerful bone charm this time. Jeanette says it's the reward for beating the brutes to spread the word. Bone charms. Excerpt from a book on sailing traditions and scrimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from a long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns, still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roamed the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. I would not trust the bone charms to prevent pregnancy, but that's what we got. These black ones are, okay, jump height and distance. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Process whale oil. Hook mines. Those are just sick. I don't need a tutorial on them. They're sick. This way first. They're bone charmer. Okay, that's not the way. It's not first.
Someone asking for trouble.
Look around.
What?
I'm the first one to admit when I'm scared. And there, I said it. I'm scared.
I got totally spotted by a bunch of people.
I'll make it into the inner circle.
Which wasn't great. Bone charm nearby. Man, I wish I had my foresight thing. Makes this much easier. Gonna miss all sorts of bone charms at this rate. And then like Dishonored 2, you don't really go back to a lot of places, so if I miss them, we're gonna assume they're gone. Because it's likely that's the case. Hello.
I don't know who you are, but stay downstairs unless you want trouble.
Gotcha.
Something's up. Just when I thought I may relax a little. Isn't that always the way? Something is amiss.
Salts. Make them.
Doesn't interfere with the tinctures. Timing is everything.
Spring razor. That's another kind of mine. Isla's diary. Excerpt from a private journal. 24th harvest. Heard from some of the women who came over from the Royal Conservatory that there's a man tied up in one of the old public baths. I laughed, but they said it wasn't like that, and there's something special about him. I round up some of the others and take a look. 3 nets. They weren't lying. Some lucky fool's down here. I don't know what that machine is or who put him there, But we found a real one. Void touch, just like the woman said. 7 nets. We moved the operation over to the Albarca Baths. Easier than trying to move him. He's got some real fight in him, though you wouldn't know from how old he looks. Need to talk to Jeanette. 12 nets. Got it all set up now. We called him the Big Magic Brute. Came up with it myself. I'm proud of that one. The outsider gave him magic, I know that much. Stupid hound can't talk, or won't. Just mutters. Won't look anyone in the eye until a fight starts. But those fights, we'll be making coin off of him for a long time. Okay, so that's
Obviously
definitely...
something is wrong.
This bar is my place, not yours. Get out.
Whoops! Okay. 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 Okay, when was my last save? 3 minutes ago, seemed like? Oh, yeah. Okay, we didn't read that, I don't think, in our journals. Okay, we'll stay hidden. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Bone charm nearby. Wish I had my cool being like looking for invisible things button. It sucks without it.
When you get in there, up your agility right off and swing a...
Brute power suppressor. Do not touch. I don't know how this thing works. But it keeps the brute on control and in the pit. Have your fun, but watch out. When I've got my money's worth, our leaders will want to eyeball him. We were lucky to find such a vicious cur for their studies. You've seen him fight. If he gets out, he'll kill us all. So don't turn off the machine.
This thing must be keeping Doubt's power suppressed. If I turned it off, nothing could stop him.
Yeah, fair enough. I think we're going to call it here, because I'm going to make sure this audio sounds good before we get too involved, before we talk to Dowd and stuff. Thank you for watching. I'll be back next time. Maybe this will be like bi-weekly, maybe this will be weekly, who can say? Thanks everyone. Goodbye.